Ollie was called over to a church nearby his apartment building because they were stumped. He said, Ollie, we're trying to get the heater to turn on, but we can't figure it out. We brought over this HVAC technician, figuring that she could figure it out, but she can't figure it out either. The HVAC technician, his name was Sally. She said, yeah, I don't get it. I've checked all the gas lines, everything's clear. I checked it all the way back to the meter and even back to the street, and everything's turned on. And we tried all the switches we could find, and none of them seemed to turn it on. I'm baffled. I don't understand it. There's some mysterious switch somewhere. Or something. I mean, I checked all the wires. And, they're all connected right. Everything seems fine, except for the fact there's no power to it. Elsie, can you please stop whatever you're doing? I said, all right, why don't you show me the unit? I should say, I'm not an HVAC technician. I said, yeah, I know, we tried an HVAC technician. And Sally shrugged. I said, yeah, if it was I would think if it was an HVAC thing, that I would be able to tell. I mean, I checked the fan, I checked everything, I checked all the safety overrides. There's none of that, none of the normal stuff. So I looked at the breaker box. And then the person from the church showed him there's another breaker box. It was down below. So this is where the main power comes into the building, and then it splits from here into, I think, 3 other breaker boxes. One of them's way over underneath the worship space, and the other 2 are here. There's the main breaker box, the one we actually use most of the time, and then there's another one up in the gym. I said, all right, where are the units themselves? Where's the actual, fans and air handlers and stuff? So that's up, actually it's up by the gym. I said, all right, I assume you tried all the circuits there in the gym? I said, yeah, none of them did anything. None of them changed anything. So I looked around and he tried all the switches. He looked at the wires and he's like, it's kind of hard to tell where the wires go. I said, yeah, it is. But there's a breaker downstairs in the main hall. It says furnace. So, yeah, that was our first look, but that was on. I said, huh. Yeah, I guess that wire could go down that way. From where they could get to was the main floor of the gym. The air handlers, the units with all the switches and stuff, were up from there, kind of in the ceiling of the boiler room, up above the stairs. I said, well, I think that all I can think of is maybe there's a loose wire up on top. Is there a way to get up there? And the person from the church said, well, I mean, not that I know of, but maybe you'd be able to get up there. You can climb and fit in some places that people can't fit. And I said, yeah, sure. Yeah, you got a flashlight handy? And so I said, yeah, here you go, you can borrow mine. So I took the flashlight and turned it on. Started climbing. Climbed up using the sides of the studs inside the boiler room. I climbed up and he said, I think there's probably enough room. If you look right here, you can fit a ladder up here. And I'm pretty sure a person could fit. Not to be a skinny person, but a person could fit. As I got up here, and Ollie got up there, and he said, oh, yeah, definitely. There's a whole platform up here. There's a whole little area. It's maybe 8 feet by 15 feet. There's actually a floor way up here between these 2 air conditioners. And Sally and the church person said, whoa, how weird. I said, yeah, there's a light up here, and there's a fan up here for some reason. A stand fan, like you might plug in your bedroom. The church person said, "Oh, how weird." I said, "Yeah, it's like there's a little room up here. I wonder if anybody used to come up here and spend time here." The church person said, "Well, gee, I hope not. I've been here for a while, and nobody's supposed to be hanging out up there. I mean, I didn't know it existed up there." I said, "Yeah, it's here, and wait a second. What's this?" I said, what do you see?" And I went over to the one wall. It would be the wall that was shared with the gym. He said, "Up here, there's yet another box." I said, "No, a secret box?" Oh, I said, "Yeah, it sure is. You know what I see here is I see two big honking 240-volt circuit breakers, and that's it. And they're off." I'm sorry, three big honking circuit breakers. And the HVAC lady Sally said, "Well, if they're off, why don't you flip them on? We'll see what happens." So the big ka-chunks, ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. Well, I turned them on, and right as soon as it did, they heard a whir, 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 as the three furnace units fired up, lickety-split, with no trouble. The church person said, "I don't understand. How, I mean, they worked last year. I know I didn't climb up there." I said, "I don't know. I didn't see any footprints in the dirt up here, but maybe the circuit breakers popped in a storm. I don't know. For that was part of the mystery. Might be beyond my ability to solve, but you got your heaters on." So I said, "Well, that's something to be grateful for. Now that those are working, I can check things and make sure everything's connected and tuned up right." The church person said, "Well, I guess we'll leave you to that. Ollie, can I buy you a cup of coffee?" And I said, "Sure." Never turned down a cup of coffee. That was the story of Ollie, the malfunctioning heater.